Many people love to watch movies and TV shows to learn a different language, and that's because it does work. However, there is a way you can do it that helps you get fluent so much quicker, and that is by resisting the urge to look up a word that you don't know when you see it. Now, that might seem a bit controversial, but it is in fact the easiest way that you can learn using TV shows and movies. My name's James, I'm native in English, and I can speak Spanish and Italian. I'm also the author of this book that helps busy people learn languages in less time. So if you're watching a movie or TV show, why is it best to not look up words that you don't know? Well, it's because of the way that our brains actually learn languages. They're learned by attaching context and emotions to the meaning of words. And this means that when you're watching something on a movie or TV show and you're seeing people interact, you're seeing them speak, you're hearing what they're saying, you might be listening to it in your target language and you might have English subtitles. But what it means is when you hear a word or phrase, you can see what's happening in that moment. So your mind thinks, okay, they're arguing and they use this phrase or this word. So it remembers what they're doing and it associates that word or that phrase with the action. And most importantly, your brain likes to stay in the flow of conversation and emotion. So if you pause the screen to look up a word that you don't know, you're breaking that flow. It's like if someone pauses Netflix when you're midway through it. When you play it again, you might have to rewind 20 seconds to remember where it's up to. Or in the cinema, you might be watching an action movie and someone walks past you with a popcorn. It distracts you and it brings you out of what you're watching. So anything that brings you out of that flow, for example, getting out your phone and looking up a word that you don't know, means you have to pause it, look it up, your mind is now outside of the movie, and it takes a few seconds to get back into what you're watching. This does two things. This means that your brain is now less engaged in what you're watching, you feel less involved in it, and secondly, it makes it feel more like effort, more like homework, because you're pausing it to look up words, while at the same time you're enjoying it less because you keep having to pause it. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm not going to learn that word then if I don't look it up, if it's a word that's used in everyday conversation regularly, then you'll hear it again and again on repeat in different contexts, and that's how your brain will learn it. The thing is though, this topic of watching TV shows and movies to learn a different language is so vast and so big that what I've done is I've created a 5-day email course that's free that teaches you it, one email every single day that takes about a minute to read, and it goes into more depth than I can say in this video based on my 13 years of language learning experience. I'll put a link in the description below anyway. But yeah, that is it for today. See you later.